Hello, this video is, I guess, a response to DiGiTiLsOuL and his recent video, Do Whatever You Need to Do to Survive. So I just watched that, and it's good to see that he's still on YouTube and still moving forward. I too have dealt with some neck issues of my own. First part of his video, he talked a lot about different things that he's doing, primarily medications that he's taking that are, my glasses are giving a reflection there, different things that he is doing to make it through life. And basically, what he said is that for his kids, for his family, and I think a lot of men in our age group find ourselves in that situation, and we come to the reality of doing what we need to do, because nobody else is going to do it. Some people might. That gets back to the importance of living in a community where the neighbors are going to help each other, that people are going to chip in when we need to chip in. And what I like about his message, though, it's a message to a certain type of individual, could be man or woman, but one who is in a position where they need to be on their game. They need to be moving forward full force, because if they stop doing what they're doing, then the actions of those whom they are responsible for will suffer. And so when you get to that point in your life where you're in that position, you're gonna do what you need to do to move forward. And he knows. I'm sure he knows that some of those medications are. It's what he needs right now, but of course he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be on those meds right now. But everyone has their struggles. He's got his struggles with his back injury. I threw my knee out this last year. For the first time. It brought me to a point to realize that my joints were not all that strong anymore, and that I needed to take actions to do that. So I started to cut sugar out of my diet. So that's, and when I think about that, it has to do with investing in this. Investing in the future. How long is this body going to last to provide for those who I am responsible for? I want it to last as long as I can, to where I can, build up some sort of wealth or something to pass on. If not just providing for as long as possible, because in this day and age it's very hard for the majority of all of us to build any kind of wealth. And I think that also we need to be aware that it's okay not to be wealthy. And it's okay to be wealthy too, but I think that most of us get into this drive and this push, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 25 or whatever it is. And the reality is that there's going to be fewer that make the goal of becoming a millionaire or achieve a higher level of monetary success. Just because of the opportunities. We're not all born to be millionaires, and we're not all born to be poor. We are who we are, and we can be who we, set out to be. So if you're, what I'm saying is this: we shouldn't get discouraged if our expectations in life are not being met. And on the flip side of that, we should not think that we're not ever going to amount to anything at all. But we need to be realistic and realize the social status which we were born into. Being that as it is, all of us here in America are very privileged individuals. Just having a shelter over our heads is enough to be thankful for every day. And part of that, having that shelter, is somebody paying for that shelter and doing what you have to do. Being responsible. It's a godly thing to provide for those you love. Okay. The Lord provides for us, and we provide for everyone else. And we all provide for each other in one way or another. Emotionally, monetarily, psychologically, whatever. But as we go through life, if we never get to the point where we're responsible for anybody else, or we just don't want to take on that responsibility, hence we're always sabotaging our relationships, we're always pushing people away, there is a privilege, there is something to be learned to having a responsibility and a love for others to provide for them. If you don't have somebody to be responsible for, you can still give back to the community. You can give back to in volunteer work to the community. You can do like a Meals on Wheels and take food to those who are housebound, Especially now with so much unemployment, there's so much volunteer work that can be done. But when I look at his video, Digital Souls, I like his attitude. I like that, he's doing what he's got to get done. I would say, if you cannot relate to that, maybe you need to think about where you're at in your life. Are you at the point in your life where you feel no obligation to anyone or anything? you might start re-examining and do something for others. And, you know, we can do that by taking care of ourselves as well. I mean, that's the whole point, really, is that we need to be in good health. We need to be in good shape in order to take care of others. And that's why it's important that we're all eating right. We are, taking the time to take care of ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. If you feel that you're lacking in any of those different areas, then take small steps to try to nurture those areas. Because you know what? In 100 years, we're all going to be gone. In 100 years, everybody on this planet is pretty much they're pretty much going to have been replaced with their grandchildren or, So this is our time right now. And so let's make the most of it. And let's do what we got to do. Let's suck it up. Let's continue to push forward for better outcomes. If you got to get a new job, keep looking for a new job. If you got to make the job you got work, make it work. So, anyway, this is the Truth Seeker. Everybody, I would like to just continue to say, keep seeking truth. God bless you all. And I look forward to my next video.